Hey yo, welcome to the wonderful world of Hunger Heath. I am not a classically trained chef. What I am is a self-taught home cook. I've studied under several television chefs. I have a PhD from YouTube University and a black belt in Google Food. I love to cook. The only thing I love more than cooking is this woman right here. The sensational Shelly Eats Steak. Together we host what we like to call the Friday Night Feast. Now this happens every Friday night, 6:30 Central. We'll cook up an entree, maybe a couple little snacks, show you all how we do it. Then we spend the rest of the evening just chewing the fat with all our friends in the Hunger Horde. We'd love to have you tune in sometime. It'd be awesome to have y'all over for dinner. Today's video is actually, we're not cooking. It's a update on my MS journey. I believe it is week 95. If I am incorrect, when I get home, I'll add a note in it later. I believe that's what it is.
Week 90 something.
I mean, obviously, we're in the car. We're heading out to run some errands. I figured this would be the perfect time to do it. So let's go ahead and go.
So can I actually start driving?
Yes, now that everything's set up, we can go.
It's killing me. Anybody else, like as soon as you get in the car, are you ready to just go?
No, I got to get everything set up first
before I
can go.
You got to jet out. Like when I get in the car, I'm ready to just go. And
Did we shut the garage?
Yes.
Okay, I can't see.
I saw my dad's.
Okay. But no, but like even when I'm driving myself, my truck, I get everything set up first, dial in my, wherever I'm going, punch in my GPS or pull up my podcast, and then I have to hit the road. I have to settle first.
No. See, oh, jeez. Well, I fell off. I already know where I'm going.
Uh-huh.
And at least to get out of the subdivision. Can't go anywhere else till I get out of the subdivision.
Right.
And so I just figure all that in while I'm driving.
Yeah, but me trying to set up the camera, focus it in on us, and do all that stuff is kind of difficult while
and
you're driving.
It just fell.
Yep.
Oh, now I got a big old hand.
Yep. Is that a little better?
Yeah.
I think I need to reach around the phone there and tighten up the little mount on this because I have a little suction cup thing hanging from the dashboard, or I'm sorry, from the windshield. Mm-hmm. And I just put it in 3 videos ago, I guess. When we're driving back from.
I have no idea.
I think after we drove back from KPL.
Yeah, it keeps falling.
Yeah, that's fine.
Turn it a little bit towards you.
Some reason she doesn't think she's pretty enough for the cameras. Y'all tell her she's
like
crazy.
The full body view.
Well, I do. You're amazing.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
And that dang thing from your mirror keeps flipping around in your face. Like you're trying to cast a spell on us or hypnotize us.
Hey, don't reveal my secrets.
But everything's going great. And we just figured this would, or I did anyways, I figured this would be the easiest way to record this for y'all. I figured we'll do the intro right now on our way to the store. We got some errands to run to get ready for our channel member cook-along for tonight.
Yeah.
Because the other store I went to yesterday didn't have everything, so she's going with me to help me make sure I get everything correct.
Just loving all the Halloween decorations.
Yes. And then we'll just do the outro here in a minute when we're headed back from the store. And then this afternoon I'll do all the editing. I just figured it's the easiest, quickest way to do it. Because y'all know we usually do this sitting on the couch in the living room. But
yeah. Let's
just go ahead and we got this mount for the windshield. So I'm going to go ahead and just use it and use the time we have now.
That's right.
But everything's going great.
I
don't know.
Is that a little garage sale?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
More stuff
we
don't need.
They got a tent pop up and everything. Look at them. They're like, hey, we're not going to sit under the sun. We got our tent popped up. I always just sat right inside the garage.
Right.
How do y'all do garage sales?
I don't.
Like, we call it garage sales. I know some part of the country calls them like a yard sale or something. They're garage sales down here. And I know some people are like, oh, so you sell everything in your garage. No, you usually put it out in your driveway. But I always would then sit right inside my garage. I'd have a table to collect everybody's pennies.
Uh-huh.
And that would be it.
Remember a while back, though, they had that one neighbor that he was doing them every single weekend.
Oh, no, there's still a neighbor that does that.
Oh, wow. Y'all,
like
I think he just goes.
Income.
Uh-huh. He has his whole garage set up almost like a store. Shelves and everything.
Yeah. Yeah. So he's like got a rolling cart for the clothes, you know, where the clothes have that thing. Yeah. Okay. I mean, hey.
As long as the other neighbors around you don't care with all the traffic and whatnot.
Well, I'm just surprised the HOA.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Because they're so freaking, oh, don't have that. Oh, you better not have a side business. Because our pet sitter, she got turned into the HOA saying that she couldn't be running a pet business out of her house. And I'm just like, well,
when she had like 15 dogs at once and they're all barking, I can imagine the neighbors are loving that.
all right, but still. So that's why she moved out of the subdivision, she said.
Oh,
But,
that's why?
yeah,
Okay.
that's what she said.
That's what you just up and move because of something like that.
Well, yeah. But anyhow, that's another story.
All right.
So how was your, how were you feeling this week with your MS?
Pretty good until yesterday.
Oh, what happened yesterday?
I don't know, honestly. Just I don't know. Walking around Sam's and Kroger, when I was done, I just came home and pretty much passed out on the couch, just had a nap. Because also, I don't know what's going on with my sleeping. Because I'm waking up like at 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. Like yesterday, I woke up at 2:15. Had to use the bathroom. Then I climbed back in the bed and I basically just tossed and turned until about 4:30. I just couldn't get back to sleep, so I finally just got up and went back in the living room, did my DDPY, and then just sat there and watched TV.
So could it be that maybe by the time you got home you were just so tired because you were basically up since 2 in the morning?
Probably.
Well, I wonder if because that one time you took the Calm, you seemed to sleep better.
Yeah.
So maybe you need to have maybe your magnesium's too low.
And then today I slept until 8 o'clock this morning.
Oh, wow.
I did get up around 6:30. For whatever reason, I had a 6:30. No, sorry, 7:30. I had a 7. I think it was 7:30 anyways. Alarm clock set today.
Oh, wow.
I let the dogs out and then I went back to sleep.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, and for a while though, you were putting in electrolytes in your drinks all day long.
Yeah, that's true too.
And now I know you've kind of slacked at doing that.
Yeah.
So remember, electrolytes have magnesium. So.
I just figured I'm taking my magnesium pills.
But that's a different type of magnesium.
Okay.
That your body might need the other type to actually help with you getting a deeper sleep. So I would go back to putting the electrolytes in your drink. You should be doing that anyways.
Okay.
All day. Even, you don't have to put like
I'm
you did
drinking my Relight.
Yeah, and remember last night I gave you the boost because you were so tired. So that might have also helped you sleep later today because you got that surge of electrolytes. But, and you don't have to, because like when I was doing my fat fast, y'all, I was like, okay, make sure you put some electrolytes in my water.
Oh, I did.
Oh, it was like drinking the ocean water.
Well, I just took the giant bottle.
Yeah.
And just did a heat squeeze on it once.
Okay. Well, it was a lot, and it like.
It's like you tell me how I put your lid on your drink too tight. That was the same squeeze.
Well, it took me a couple of days to get through that water. I had to keep adding, like, take a swig and add more water and take a swig. So, I'm telling you, when you add electrolytes to your water, obviously
liquid?
not water, to your drink, just put a Shelly squeeze on it. Like, imagine you're me for a second and how you would squeeze the bottle.
Open the lid and show the bottle to my cup.
Whatever. Okay, so your sleep's been a little funky, and then yesterday you were really tired.
And I don't know if y'all noticed last night I was falling asleep, like sitting up there in the live. Several people commented on it. And then all of a sudden I just caught a second wind for about, 15 minutes, and then it started fading again.
And then you caught a third wind, and then when we finally made it to bed, which was like midnight-ish, yeah, you were like, oh, yeah, I like have all this energy, and then you were like, oh, never mind.
False alarm.
But, what?
Nothing.
Oh, it's sunny here today. What is it, 3 degrees at this time.
Yeah.
Okay, and so how about your DDP vide? You said you did it yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
What about the other days?
Yeah. All week, every day this last week, and I'm scheduled for every day this coming week, starting tomorrow.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
I need my glasses, y'all. Okay. Well, other than that, you're feeling okay?
Yeah, fine.
Okay.
Especially
okay.
after today, since I ate.
Right, yeah,
I ate
you
breakfast
ate it.
and lunch before we left.
Yeah, I know. It's a little late. It's 12:15.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess I'll give a little update then on my fat fast. If you watched the live last night, I know I went into a lot of details over it, so I'll just give like a recap. So the fat fast, again, what it was is you, like any traditional fast, you're going to be eating a lot less, but the reason it's called a fat fast is you're basically, because you're eating so little, what you are eating is fat. So I was eating 95% fat. So I know some of you are like, what? Like, some people are like, I can barely get 70. 95. Keep in mind, I don't have a gallbladder, y'all, because I hear people all the time. I've even seen people say in like the various groups, usually Two Crazy Ketos, they're like, oh, I can't do over 60% fat because I don't have a gallbladder. No, I don't have a gallbladder. Now, mind you, I haven't had a gallbladder in probably a decade or more. Yeah, because it was long before I met you. But I did 95%. And did I have bathroom issues? On day 2, but it wasn't like an emergency situation. It was more of a, oh, I gotta go. And I figured too, if you're not aware, I am diagnosed with Crohn's / ulcerative colitis. So, I'm kind of used to, I guess in a way, like, I know like sometimes Heath will be like, oh no, I didn't know it was coming. Oh, well, go on ahead. And, but for me, I guess because I've suffered with that for so long that, like, I kind of know, oh, okay, it's time to go to the restroom because something's going to probably happen in about 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I kind of got in tune with that. Now, mind you, I haven't had any issues with my ulcerative colitis, Crohn's, since I went keto. Like, legit been good. But I still kind of know that. So on day 2 of the fat fast, yeah, I did have where, I had to go to the bathroom a couple more times than usual. But I'm sure a lot of that is my body was just like, okay, we got to flush all this stuff out. But other than that, after that, everything else was normal. So with the fat fast, again, 95%, it is reduced calories. So, I basically, what I would do is in the morning, I would have my coffee, because I ain't going to do any kind of fast that does not involve coffee, y'all. And, so good. So I'd have that with some coconut oil in it. I usually did 3 tablespoons. And then I wouldn't have lunch, right? So I would have my 2 cups of coffee. It ends up making 2 of these size, so I think this holds like 18 ounces, and with a total of 3 tablespoons of coconut oil altogether for the 2 cups. And then no lunch. And then at dinner, what I would make up is 4 slices of the Costco red label bacon, the no sugar bacon. I would slice them into thirds, so making like bacon chips. And then I would scramble up in all of that bacon grease, right? I would cook the bacon first. Then I would put in that a whole egg plus 1 egg yolk. Scramble that all in with the bacon grease, right? I wanted to get all that together. And then I would also have me like a cup of coffee with my dinner and add 2 tablespoons of butter to the coffee. And then I would serve both the bacon chips and the scrambled eggs with 4 tablespoons of mayo. And that's how I got 95% fat, right? Overall, were there times I was like, oh, I'm really getting hungry? Yeah. But then I would just drink some more water, right? Because I was just like determined to see if this would work. And then, you know, I would still make him dinner because I get off work before he does. So I would start his dinner. I'm telling y'all, sometimes it was hard because I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm making him pork belly Brussels, which I absolutely love.
That probably is our favorite side dish.
And I would just be like, oh my gosh, like, why is it when you're fasting of some sort and you cook, it's like you cook the better than any other time? And these pork belly Brussels were turning out just top notch. I was so disappointed.
It was the worst.
I know. And so, but yeah, so I did that. Originally we were just going to do 3 days. Then at day 3, I talked to my coach. I said, you know, I feel like everything's just going really well because I had tons of energy, tons of mental clarity. I felt fine. I was sleeping fine. She's like, yeah, let's push it for 5 days then. That's what she recommends, is 3 to 5 days tops for a fat fast. And again, you only do a fat fast if you have actually been completely stalled. So meaning you've been keto, right? It isn't, oh, I've been off keto and everything and I want to change things up. No, this is what Dr. Atkins would implement if you've been stalled. You have gone several weeks, several months with absolutely no change in your measurements, number one, so make sure you're taking measurements, and no change in your weight. Those 2 things. It's not one or the other, it's both of those. And so, which was the case with me. I've gone several months with actually no measurement movement and no weight movement, right? Actually, the weight kind of was going up. So that's why we decided to do this. So we pushed it for the 5 days. Perfect. The 5 days ended Wednesday night. So on Thursday, I checked in with my coach. That's when we check in. And we'd already talked on Tuesday, because she does her talks every Tuesday. And she's like, okay, you're doing so well on this fast. Like, I'm just dropping weight. Like, it's going out of style type of thing. And she's like, so we don't want you just to jump back to normal eating, right? So let's implement kind of a reverse fast.
Almost like a refeed, kind of like, right?
Well, not a refeed.
Okay, my bad.
I mean, yeah, a refeed's usually on a fast, but this is more like a reverse fast. So instead of just like you would a reverse diet, but instead you're reversing out of the fast slowly. So I'm just going to throw numbers out here. You know, we don't like talking about calories, but that's just an easy reference. So on the fat fast, it was like 1,276 calories. Well, then on Thursday, we went up to 1,600 calories, but still keeping the fat. Like, since I was doing 95, we're slowly reducing the fat back to, we're going to try to keep my fat still between 85 and 90% going forward. So like Thursday, the fat was 94% and it was 1,600. Then Friday, the fat dropped down to 92%, and it was, I think, almost 18. No, I think it was 1,700. Something like that, 17 or 18.
Sure.
And then today, and probably kind of going the next few days, is keeping it around like 1,850, but my fat level's at like 90%. So, we're just going to, you know, try, again, it's very slow coming out because the thing, like she was saying, since you had such success with, not only did I drop weight, but I also, I did lose a little in my lower belly. So she's like, so we want to keep that memento going, and we want to, you know, just slowly do that. So that's what we're doing. I'll tell you today, my final result as of today, so 1 week today, Saturday, marks from when I started it. I think I can do it. I'm down 13 pounds.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So, that
Did you measure too?
Yeah, well, I measured on Thursday,
okay.
And yeah, I lost a little bit in my lower belly. But, yeah, so that's total. And again, she said that's probably, most of that is some inflammation. And again, I've been strict keto for the last time I had a planned deviation was like, I think the beginning of July. So, you know, for over, and then since then I was like, I ain't going to do these planned deviations anymore. So yeah, 3 months or over 3 months of being strict keto. Anybody who follows us, you know, we're pretty, I feel like we're pretty strict. As far as like ingredients and stuff, we mostly cook at home and so forth. And yeah, and she's like, yeah, so that's probably inflammation. And so that just comes to show that even if you're keto and you're doing everything right, you could still have inflammation. You could still have things that your body is holding on to. So don't feel like, oh, okay, this isn't working for me. It's just sometimes our, you know, our bodies just have to adjust, and it just takes time. Wow, they are freaking busy today. We're just pulled up to the hub. What?
It's HEB, but the locals call it the Heb.
Well, yeah. Well, you're a local.
I know, but I still.
I
think it's funny though, because like if you're from out of town and we calling it that, and the people are like, what is the Heb?
Well, out of towners might call it because they'll just see HEB and they're probably not going to pronounce HEB.
Well, that's true too. And then I hear people calling it Kroger's with a S at the end, or Aldi's.
Right. But anyhow, we're digressing. Oh, I get this one right by the cart return.
Oh.
What?
Because you're going to pull up. Okay, yeah, good. Never mind. I just want to make sure you parked on your side of it. That way I have room to open the door. I still have fat phobia kind of things. When I was a bigger boy, I like to open my door all the way when we park, and I don't like it. You know, opening the door into the
cart
return.
It still feels tight here, though.
It does. Well, back up. I have a little more room on this side.
I think I could do it.
Okay.
But anyways, sorry y'all. So back to that. So, yeah, I think it was very successful. I did learn a lot from this. One, my mindset has changed to fat first. I feel like for a while, I was really into, it's got to be protein first. Protein.
Especially when you're carnivore.
Yeah, especially when we were carnivore. And actually, when you talk to some long-term carnivores, they'll tell you, yeah, we eat all meat, but we're actually fat-based. And I think sometimes that gets lost when people decide to do carnivore or BB&E and so forth. They think, okay, as long as I'm getting the protein, that's what matters. And it's like, no, it's, even though you're eating meat, you still need to mostly be eating fat. And even Kelly Hogan put out a video not too long ago about the 80-20, that you should still be eating about 80% fat, even on carnivore. And I know when I did carnivore for over a year, I just, nobody had really explained that. They were just like, hey, look, all you do is eat all the meat you want. Just eat fatty red meat. And I did that. But that was closer to, as some people would say, 1-to-1, which is not enough fat. It should be closer to an 80-20, I would think, for most people. And I actually think for me, and maybe my working theory is for people who are metabolically unhealthy or, still have autoimmune diseases, you probably need a minimum of 80% and probably higher than that. So it's changed my mind shift to be like, okay, fat is actually what my body needs. That should be my number one priority. Make sure I get my fat in, and then add in the protein, and then carb, any veggies if I wanted. So
that sounds awesome.
Yeah. But that's just the update on that. I'll continue to let y'all know how it goes. And tell me your thoughts. What do you think of it? Have you ever tried a fat fast?
Nope.
Well, yeah, he just eats.
Well, I have noticed whenever I do get too much fat, that's when I always end up having problems with like bathroom pyrotechnics.
Right. Yeah.
So I have to be a little mindful on that on when I'm doing it.
Yeah, I think for Heath, and it might be for other people, I think it helps me because I drink my coffee with the fat, and it's like a slow intake of fat. Where we've had issues with Heath before is like I made a really fatty sauce on top of a ribeye with, like cheese stuffed whatever. So it was just like so much fat at once that his body was like, whoa, let's get
everybody out.
Right. Whereas I think, like, for me, mostly just kind of slowly introducing the fat all day, my body's like, oh, yeah, this is energy. This is what we need to do. And
I mean, it may go to show that I need to track, but I ain't about that.
Right. No, I don't see you ever tracking.
I'm too lazy.
I don't know if it's lazy. Okay, here's the thing. I think people who enjoy tracking are data people who like to analyze. And because that's why my coach has me, track, is because she likes to analyze and go back and say, well, look, you did really well on this first cut with me. And if we look at that, that's when I was telling you to eat high fat and moderate protein, and then you were, not really having carbs at that time. Like I was having less than 10 carbs. And she goes, and you did really well. But then these other ones, when you were like, no, I have to do high protein first, then you see where you were stalling out. And she's like, but look, now we're really trying to push this traditional keto, and you seem to do a lot better on it.
Mm-hmm. That's good, though.
Yeah.
But it's also nice that you experimented, played around with it, and now you're figuring out what works, and now you can hone it in.
Yeah, exactly.
So I think that's the biggest takeaway from that is just you have to be able to be flexible enough to adjust with it when needed.
Yeah, true.
Figure out what works and then stick with that once you figure it out it works.
Yeah, right. And then go by what also makes you feel good, because I have been feeling awesome this week, and I think that's really nice.
But like we said, we just got here to the store. We're gonna run in and pick out all the stuff we need for tonight and the rest of the week, and I guess we'll go ahead and show them what we ate this week right now.
Yeah, show them what you ate.
Oh, that's true. And I'll just show y'all a picture of her fat.
Really, of my fat?
I'm just gonna show a block of butter or something.
Funny.
I'm trying. But all right. Well, finish your coffee. You're gonna take it with you.
I'll take it with me.
All right. Cause that's what I love about these HEBs too. They have a little thing built into the rack on the thing of the cart. You can put your drink in it.
Yes, they know what's important.
I also like it too because they have another little thing you can set your phone in it. That's where I have my cause I use their app as my as my grocery list, so I just set it down right there. So I actually get kind of sad when I go to Kroger and they don't have all that, because the way their things, if I don't set my phone in there and their cart just right, it falls through and falls down to the bottom.
I know.
Like, y'all need to try better. Just like I love at Sam's when they have the skip the line checkout also.
Yeah, the scan and go.
Yeah, I think every store needs that. So yeah, here we are rambling again. All right, let's go get our stuff done. Saturday morning breakfast. I got my hard-boiled eggs dotted with some spicy mustard, my Prasek's Little Link sausage, and some mozzarella cheese sticks.
Oh, I think it's Saturday. Okay, now Renee.
3, 2, 1. Saturday lunch. I got some homemade chicken salad and some porking good pork rinds. Saturday breakfast for dinner. I got me an awesome dirty egg scramble. It's got bacon, pastrami, salami, jalapeno, habanero, grape tomatoes, bacon, and some red onion, and some mozzarella cheese. For breakfast this week, I'm having my hard-boiled eggs topped with a little bit of marinara sauce, my Prasek's little link sausage, and some mozzarella cheese sticks. For lunch this week, I'm having a bacon cheeseburger and a jalapeno cheese sausage. Of course, I'm going to add some of my keto chow barbecue sauce. Sunday night dinner, I got a bowl of fresh made bulgogi. Wait, say it, Shelly.
Bulgogi.
Bulgogi. Why can I not pronounce that correct? But it's half eaten because I started and I was so hungry. I just started eating and then I realized, oh wait, I need to record. Man, is it good. But stay tuned because we got the recipe video for this coming out soon. On this mandatory, marvelous, meaty Monday, I got a sous vide bone-in ribeye and our pork belly Brussels sprouts, along with some mozzarella cheese stuffed mushrooms and jalapenos. Tuesday night dinner, I'm having some leftover sous vide ribeye with some sensational Shelley's fantabulous pork belly Brussels sprouts and some stuffed mushrooms.
Stuffed jalapenos too.
Wednesday night dinner, I'm a sous vide ribeye and some of sensational Shelley's awesome pork belly Brussels sprouts. Thursday night dinner, I got a sous vide New York strip and sensational Shelley's sensational, tantalizing, amazing pork belly Brussels sprouts. Well, it's official. We're still in Texas because it's starting to heat up again. The last couple of days was really cold. Got down below 50 at least.
Wow, it was wonderful.
I was loving it.
We didn't have to run the AC for literally 2 days.
Yeah.
And then yesterday, bam, AC on again.
It's like it hits you in the face.
And then today, like it says, it's 84, but
It feels like 117.
like AC's back on full blast.
Yeah. And of course, we're driving into the sunlight.
Okay, so we showed everybody your food.
Yeah.
All your good eats. That your wife cooked some of it.
Yeah. Well, I think you cooked most of it, actually.
Yeah, well, you do your breakfast.
Yeah. Because all I do for that is just take the link of sausage, throw it in the air fryer, set it on 10 minutes, and walk away. That's really cooking.
Okay,
But everything's been going smooth. I'm just getting ready for this next week, especially next weekend. This weekend coming up is supposed to be really, really fun. We've got a lot of stuff going on. We're gonna have a special guest joining us on the feast.
Friday night feast. Y'all, comment below. Who do you think it is?
Yeah. If I'm lucky, she won't attack me and start handling my feet.
Well, I'm gonna tell her your feet were hurting again.
No. Why do you hate me?
I don't hate you.
You just want to see me get abused. That's not hate. Love like that, who needs enemies?
Oh, a little pain never hurt anyone.
No, but a whole lot sure does hurt.
I'll give you the safe word.
Oh, wow.
Oh, we're having too much fun. This is what the heat does.
Right? Makes me delirious. But yeah, we're back in the car, driving home now. It's probably around, 15-20 minutes to get back to the house? If that long.
Yeah.
And we'll get everything unloaded and start setting everything up for this evening.
Yeah.
And we're going to have that,
Cook-along. I'm so excited. Thank
Make
you.
sure, well,
oh.
I'll just say make sure and check your emails, but after you, once this is
Too late
posted, it'll be
now.
past that, yeah. Oops.
But thank you, everybody who is a channel member. We love your support. Thanks for coming along and being part of it. And I just look forward to these cook-alongs.
Yes.
I feel like it's almost like if you go to a friend's house and we all just kind of cook and hang out, chit-chat, and like that's my favorite thing.
Yes.
Like that's what I look forward to when people visit us, like next weekend. It's just kind of hanging out, cooking together, and just, you know, chit-chatting.
She won't admit it and doesn't think so, but I think she's a pretty good cook too.
Oh yeah, I think she's a really good cook. She makes some good, I mean, we even
great
got,
ideas.
Yeah, the coastal ABTs are amazing.
Yes.
But
and the gravy when we do the biscuits and gravy.
Oh yeah, that gravy. Oh my gosh.
I've been craving that actually.
I know, I have too, because I've seen other people doing biscuits and gravy recently, and I'm like, oh man.
Well, there's your fat.
Yeah, so it's been a great week overall. We had a great live last night, y'all.
Yes.
It was so awesome.
We ended up going 4 hours. Thank you.
Over 4.
Yeah.
It was like 4.5. So everybody that tuned in and stayed for it, you know, thank you so much. It was so nice to chit chat with everybody, read all your comments.
I'm just remembering how Dawn last at APL said, "Oh, they're going to go about an hour," and everybody laughed at her. No, those guys go like 3 or 4 hours.
And she didn't believe it. She thought they were punking her.
Welcome to the horde.
Right? This is what happens when you don't have a life, right? You're like, let's just go live and talk for 4 hours.
Well, that is my life.
Right. That's what I mean. Other people are like, oh, okay, well, I've got, you know,
TV to go watch.
No, they're like, I have kids I'm going to cook for, kids are going to put to bed, or a spouse. And, you know, it's like, oh, we just do it together. But yeah, been a great week. I think you had a pretty good check-in, and I guess then let's just cut to the end, right?
Yeah. Tell all of our viewers that little bit at the end, but also don't forget, every Friday night, speaking of the live, we do that every Friday night, 6:30 Central. We'll cook up an entree, maybe a couple little snacks. We'll show y'all how we do it, and we'll spend the rest of the evening just chewing the fat until y'all fade away.
Or he does.
Yeah. Well, even then, you'll just keep talking.
Right.
What was that?
My tree.
Oh, wow. I thought you hit something. But, thank y'all for watching. We really, really do appreciate y'all's support. Y'all make us so happy. And thank y'all for watching. Again, I guess. Just rambling on and on. Y'all can see I'm a little delirious today. I apologize. But I think that now it's time for me to tell y'all goodbye.
No, it's see you later.
Right?
But
Talk for now.
Please stay tuned for all of our wonderful channel members. Thank y'all again. Bye.